Schlupp falls over in midfield, and now Gibbs-White threads it through for Johnson, inside right channel, tight angle, and sends it right across the face of goal, with Lingard trying to get on the end of it, misses it by a couple of inches, and it goes wide by a couple of yards in the end. Just needed the slightest touch from Lingard, who couldn't get there, or it needed to be a yard to the right from Brennan Johnson. In the end, by the time Johnson had run onto it, it was a tightish angle for him, so you could see why he was going for far post. It was always going wide, so Lingard racing in to try and slide in and get on the end of it. Couldn't, just wide. Bournemouth in front against Everton by 1-0. Forward towards Eze, who's up against Serge Aurier on the edge of the box, holds it up and tries to play it into the path of Zaha, cleared by Worrell, but only straight to Mitchell, who turns it back to the edge of the box for Schlupp, who gets right underneath it and launches it miles over the crossbar. Yates with a free header away from the edge of the 6-yard box. Decore in midfield tries to head it to Eze, who beats Serge Aurier and goes towards the corner of the penalty area before flashing a right foot shot off the outside of his boot and well wide and out for a goal kick. Henderson clears. Lingard trying to make the run to get on the end of this, and Lingard might do, and Lingard is going through, and Lingard is fouled right on the edge of the box, and he's about to shoot for goal, and that is going to be a free kick outside the box. But what colour is the card going to be? Lingard with a clear goal scoring opportunity. His next action was going to be to shoot when he's clipped from behind just outside the box. It's Loddy who curls it, and it dips over the crossbar. This is exactly what you were saying, Brian Laws, that it's too close in to get it up and over and down again.
You know, sometimes you have to try and sacrifice the pace, but if you sacrifice the pace, the keeper gets the ball.
Not very often. Meanwhile, at the other end, after a shaky first few minutes, Forest have been better defensively, but being tested here by Zaha, who turns. That's going to be a penalty, yeah. Zaha turned away from Joe Worrell, and he's been falling over all afternoon as Wilfried Zaha, but I don't think there can be any doubt this time that he was genuinely brought down. His turn was too clever, and he went over Worrell's leg, and that is a penalty for Crystal Palace at the Trent End with 6 minutes to go until half-time. And it is Wilfried Zaha, scorer of 6 goals so far this season, who is going to try and beat Dean Henderson from 12 yards at the Trent End with 4 minutes to go until half-time. Zaha right-footed, misses! He's missed the target completely. Henderson doesn't have to make a save. He sent Henderson the wrong way, but dragged it a couple of yards wide of Henderson's right-hand post. And Forest get away with it just before half-time, and it remains 0-0. It forward towards Johnson down the inside right channel. Johnson is held up by Mitchell, but the Mitchell clearance has gone straight to Aurier. Aurier with the cross, blocked again by Mitchell, who goes down. And now Aurier has it again, finding Johnson just inside the box, right side. Flashes in a shot, and the save is made by Guaita. And then Morgan Gibbs-White tucks it home, but the flag goes up for offside, and it won't count. Johnson shot from an angle, parried by Guaita, straight to Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White snaffled it home from very close range, but too close range. Apparently, he was offside. Yeah, and he was.
Yes, he's
when
offside.
Johnson hit the shot, he was just half a body width ahead of the defender.
So close. Yeah, he was absolutely right. Gibbs-White's gone across there. When you're in the heat of the moment, Gibbs-White will be absolutely adamant he was onside, but it's clearly he was offside, interfering. Therefore, it is correct decision being made. But it's a brighter start in this second half from Forest for sure. They've certainly taken the game to Crystal Palace much better, and you can see the threat of the 3 strikers, or the 3 front players of Forest, causing problems. Ori on the right hand side, as well as getting higher up on the pitch, and he's of course crossing the ball. I know VAR are actually checking this. Ooh,
well, they're having a look at this, but I mean, he's offside, isn't he?
Ooh, don't know. You know, when you're talking about, we are talking about an inch.
Yeah, I mean, he was in front of Anderson, but
look
Gurhey is actually the closest player to playing him on.
I think he might be on, you know. Look at that. Hey, listen, if
I think he's... Oh, he's on.
Oh, he's on.
He's onside, isn't he, from that?
He's onside.
They've just put the line across the pitch. And I think Gurhey's boot's playing him on.
It's very
Forest
similar.
might get a goal here.
I think he's on.
After all the controversy over VAR last week, we've only seen it once, and they moved the line off our replay very quickly.
Come on, that's got to be on.
But they are still having a look at this on VAR. And the one time we saw an angle with the line across, it looked like the first boot it hit was Mark Gurhey's as it's coming out from the byline, and not Morgan Gibbs-White's. This could be in. This could be a goal. Here. It's in! It's going to count! Morgan Gibbs-White scores, and now the celebration can continue. Gibbs-White's goal does stand. Gurhey playing him on, and Forest in front. 11 minutes into the second half. Gibbs-White 2 minutes ago put the ball in the net. It's taken VAR that long to judge whether he was onside or off. We all thought he was off. The assistant thought he was off. The referee thought he was off. VAR works in Forest's favour this week and proves he was onside. Forest 1, Crystal Palace 0. A free kick which is 10 yards into the Crystal Palace half. Morgan Gibbs-White drills it towards Bolly back post. Anderson heads away, comes down for Worrell to shoot, and just wide of the target as he went for the near post. Joe Worrell. Wide it goes, and it's a goal kick, and Palace have got on with it quickly again. Loddy, Yates wants it played centrally. Loddy still goes on and gives it back to Gibbs-White wide left, drills in a low cross, set up for Lingard to curl just wide.
He's got to score.
Touch from Johnson to Lingard, and from 16 yards out, Lingard curls it wide of the target. It remains 1-0.
He's got to score, Lingard. Terrific play again from Forest going forward. Loddy played a patient ball there. Gibbs-White knocks the ball in. Lovely layoff from Johnson, and all he had to do is curl it into that corner.
And then Bolly wins the challenge, and that falls for Gibbs-White. Across halfway, feeds it forward towards Lingard. I think he's going to be offside. The flag stays down. Lingard is through and clips it over the crossbar. And then the referee puts his the assistant puts his flag up. I thought he was offside all the way through, but why go on that long?
Why torture us? It's just, it's like torture.
Changes all over the place here. 2 for Palace, Sam Surridge for Forest. Eberici Eze is leaving the field as this is sent forward to Gibbs-White. Good control in between two players. Turns, looking right hand side for either Surridge or Johnson. It comes down for Surridge, who half volleys over the crossbar. It's a great ball from Gibbs-White, outside of the boot, right foot, to pick out Surridge and Johnson, who are 2 spare men over at the back post. And as Palace want to take the goal kick quickly, Forest are going to make these changes. Maybe 19, 20 yards out. Elise takes, back post, it's headed back across the face of goal. Zaha volleys, it's going to come back to Eboué. He can't control, he's forced away from goal. It's gone out for a goal kick.
That's it.
And the referee blows his whistle. It's all over. Forest win for the second time in a row here at the City Ground this week. Spurs in the League Cup, now Crystal Palace gives them 3 points in the Premier League. 3 priceless, precious Premier League points, which takes them off the foot of the table and brings the City Ground to its feet. And I wonder if today we might just see some Steve Cooper fist pumps, because that is some way to sign off for the World Cup break. Forest get themselves off the foot of the table, and although Wolves play tomorrow, it won't matter, because they've gone above Southampton, and Forest will not be bottom in the World Cup break.
Steve Cooper.
Fist pumps from Steve Cooper away at the Brian Clough stand.